by the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good evening, race fans. We are back at it here tonight for the Tuesday Night Tour Modified Series presented by Tripods in the Wild. Heading to qualifying already here for Myrtle Beach, the South Carolina 125 here tonight. Last week's winner, Jason Raymond, don't look to be in the session as of yet. As currently riding with Adam Thompson here as he's putting down his qualifying efforts. As Kyle O'Danick just knocks him off provisional pole with an 18.29. Gonna see if O'Danick can get a little bit quicker this next time around the circuit. Has had a great race going last week, led some laps, and ultimately brought home P2 last week for O'Danick. So gonna see if he can continue that momentum as Jason Day goes top of the board with the number 52 machine. As folks, still feeling a little bit under the weather here, but getting better. The one thing about tonight is I am solo. I don't have Chris Carroll nor Kyle Wellman in the booth with me. It's just me, myself, and I. But we are still going to do the best we can, of course, as always. Please let me know if the audio is a little loud or not. Still trying to work until we can get audio situated correctly here on the new setup. As let's see if we have another driver out turning some laps yet. Brandon Mettler, number 15 car, making his first laps around the circuit here tonight. for his qualifying effort. Let's bear with me, please. We are working, trying to get audio and stuff sorted out over here. As Mettler's first lap around, going to slot him in P5 on the board. Oh, gets loose, so lap number 2 will not count. Luckily for him, lap number 1 will make him currently hold down the 5th place spot. A lot of fast dudes still left to go, though. Zach Murphy going out for qualifying effort here in the number 29 machine. It's going to see what Zach can do here. First lap around, Zach was able to go P7. We'll see if he can get a little quicker here. Coming out of turn number 4 for his qualifying effort. Ooh, man, got the wall right there. Let's see. No, he did not. Second lap going to prevail him up to P3. Brad Carpenter coming out for his second lap here out of turn 4. See what 31 machine can do. 31 machine, provisional pole for Mr. Brad Carpenter. Brian Gravel out on track. Adam Thompson still turning some laps. Brian Zimmerman, number 28. Going down backstretch, coming to Broadway here for his first timed lap here tonight. As first lap around the circuit's going to give Zimmerman P12. Got a little bit of work to do. As Brian Zimmerman's second lap around going to put him provisional pole. So it looks like that second lap could be the money lap for a lot of these guys here tonight. Wrong button. Good race chatter there. Get the music rocking and rolling in the background, folks. Folks, let's get that grid rocking and rolling. You know what time it is. It's go time, ladies and gentlemen. So we can get that grid pulled up, get to it and do it. 125 laps here at Myrtle Beach. Tough track. Got to watch out for the turtles all night, and got to watch out for the number 28. Putting it into pole position for the USAFirearms.com pole award goes to Mr. USAFirearms.com, very own Mr. Brian Zimmerman. Starting to his outside, road number 1 is going to be Brad Carpenter. Inside, road number 2 is the 04 of Caleb B. Thompson with the 07. Starting to his outside, P4, Daniel Sweat. Then in the 5th place spot, it's Zach Murphy. P6 is Maple Leaf Muscles, Mr. Jason Day. P7, another fellow Canadian to Jason Day. Larry Bell starting 7th. Mark Stewart starting 8th. Kyle Dank 9th, and Brandon Mettler rounding out the top 10 here tonight. And then starting in the 11th place spot, just one spot short of having a starting top 10 position, Steven Rogers with Brian Gerbil starting 12th. As we cycle on down a little bit further, 13th is Chris Sawyer, 14th Adam Thompson, 15th Scott Bryant, Joshua Vermillion 16th, Mitchell Muma 17th, Derek Stanley's 18th. Scotty Stevens representing Five Kings Motorsports. Number 2, he'll be starting 19th. Lloyd Moore is 10th. Jason Bauer 21st. Or Lloyd Moore in the 10, starting 20th. Jason Bauer 21st. Thomas Bergeron, number 93, playing shotgun to the field tonight. As my mind is scattered, I'm all over the place trying to make sure audio is right. Still don't look exactly right on my end, but we are trying to fix it best we can. as we will give that a shot right there. See what that does for us. Just let me know, as always, too, at home what it sounds like, please and thank you. As now we just wait pace car to make that left-hand turn onto pit road. As a good group of cars out here tonight to start tonight's event. One fast repair in the pocket. 125 laps. Ryan Zimmerman, Brad Carpenter, your front row. As green flag is out, they are racing down Broadway. As two wide action throughout the back portion of the field. They have sorted out, though, in the top four. First lap around the circuit goes to Mr. Brian Zimmerman, number 28. One down, 124 more to go for the 28 car there. But we got to look on back here a little bit. They are still two wide racing. The 21 of O'Danick, the 05 of Grable, and then Larry Bell in the 43. Throw a blanket all over these guys. They're currently slotted in, racing for the P9 position. Got 8th place Brendan Metler right there in front of him. As Larry Bell down low, clips the Turtles, caution down the speedway. We watched that happen in real time. Tough break right there for Larry Bell. Got to go back and see what happened here. You see the Turtles down there. They're basically like hitting speed bumps on iRacing. Was there a little bit of contact, though, that started this? Got Brian Gravel in the 05 to his outside here. Ooh, Larry looks just get loose on braking right then. Got on the brakes a little bit, and the car just looked to step out on him. Let's see if we can go on board here with Larry slow-mo. The car reacts as if he had contact, but ooh, tough lick on the front end of that car too. The car reacted as if it had contact. Scotty Stevens taking the 2 car down pit road here as well. Larry Bell did not pit that time by. Scotty with a 5-second stop. So that tells me just added the rest of fuel to the car. Now Larry Bell's taking her down pit road, as well as Chris Sawyer in the number 51 machine, also electing to go down pit road. As these drivers are just electing to add a little bit of fuel to the cars they burnt off. Folks, they can go about 95 laps tonight on a fuel run here. So 95 laps, 125 lap race. They're going to need to save 30 laps of fuel. Even my redneck math would tell me that. So fuel is going to be, is it possible? Yes. It's always possible. But man, oh man, that's a lot to save around a little track the size of Myrtle Beach. So we can pull up the race info really quick. You see it's a little bit over half a mile in distance. Got a track temp of 86 degrees with an air temp of 83 degrees. So this track, it's cooling down from what they experienced in practice. So it's going to be a little bit more grippy, we'll call it. Now, will that be a good thing or a bad thing? We're going to wait to see. Was hearing reports that the set was tight as the tires started to wear. All right, they're re-racked and restacked. Going to try it again. 28 car still the man front and center. Brad Carpenter, P2. As Brian Zimmerman fires them off, gets a hell of a launch for the number 28. Brad Carpenter trying to follow suit, but cannot. Caleb B. Thompson, though, beneficiary of starting to the inside lane on road number 2. He's to the inside of Carpenter, but Brad gets a hell of a run off the corner there. Squeezes the 04 down. 04 may have tagged that inside wall a little bit. That's not going to make friends very early right there, I don't believe. But it looks like they're all sorted out now. But that may be something Caleb B. Thompson keeps in the back of his head as the night goes on. Good double file action here from teammates. Brendan Metler, Jason Day. Now Metler, he gets in front of the 52 there. Ooh, Day flipped the curb a little bit right there. The Turtles now has O'Danick to the outside. Mark Stewart trying to fill that void as well to the outside. 52 car is trying to make the pass on the 21 here. 21 had to start on the outside lane here now. So you're seeing what it causes when you start on the outside lane like that. But able to get clear of Jason Day there. So power move for the 21 if we go back up front. It's still all Brian Zimmerman, but does have a hard charging Brad Carpenter closing in on his tail. As Carpenter walks the dog entirely sideways. Caleb B. Thompson may also kiss the wall a little bit. Let's see if we can jump on board with Brad here. Give y'all a lap around Myrtle Beach. Really having to put a lot of wheel into it right there. That was the first thing I noticed. I'm also noticing and listening to how he's working that throttle. So that's telling me he's slipping for grip a little bit because he's on the throttle, off the throttle, but he's also getting tight on exit. That's going to be a storyline to watch all night. And now we know Brian Zimmerman, he likes to stretch these races out on fuel as long as he can. He's won a lot of races by managing the fuel correctly in his fuel cell. Is he saving right now? Is he able to save right now with Brad Carpenter right there on his back bumper? If he's saving anything at all, he can't save a whole lot because, like we said, Brad Carpenter right there, boom. 31 car is right there in the tire tracks of the 28 machine. Actually looking underneath the 28 machine here. Battle for the race lead. Zimmy washes high. Looks like he's going to allow Carpenter to come on by. Now, this may be playing right into Brian Zimmerman's hand. No, he does not. I was going to say, once Carpenter gets by, that may play into Brian Zimmerman's hands perfect. That may allow that 28 machine to back the pace down and save a little bit. Right now, he's kind of being shoved around the track. You know he's being hounded by a guy that wants to lead. I mean, Carpenter, he is right there, tick for tack for the 28 right now. Well, blanket over the top too, but you could also say the same about Caleb B. Thompson and Zach Murphy. They are also nose to tail right now. But that inside wall really makes it hard to tell if they're bumping each other in the corner there. As Brendan Mettler working on Daniel Sweat right there in front of him. Sweat goes up high. Gives the preferred lane to Brandon Mettler. Heads up driving by the 07. Basically lived to fight another day right there. We saw it happen live. Jason Day, Kyle O'Danick, they are still right here nose to tail with each other. And now these two, very, very familiar racing around each other. They have duked it out many races in Crooked Line Racing Short Track Series. Riding on board with O'Danick here. He's got a gaggle of cars right there in front of him. Running a little bit higher lane than what Daniel Sweat's running up in front of him. Maybe a tire saving measure. We're riding on the back bumper now. Kyle O'Danick looking back to Jason Day. It's a phenomenal looking car that Jason Day has too, as always. As Daniel Sweat goes really high once again. As back up front, it's a two-car breakaway battle here. Carpenter, Zimmy got almost a second lead over P3, Caleb B. Thompson. Brandon Mettler trying to throw his name up in the hat with the Zach Murphys and the Caleb Thompsons here. As it looks like everybody's minding their P's and Q's pretty good here. And folks, I'm sorry if the energy isn't there. I told you I'm still feeling a little bit under the weather. Thought I was starting to feel better, but the more I'm talking, the more the throat's getting itchy and scratchy, so there may be some commercial breaks tonight. I do apologize for that. As you can see, these drivers attacking the half-mile Myrtle Beach here. 125 laps. It's tough with a track like Myrtle Beach because you're turning laps in 18 seconds per lap, right? So you want to ride, you want to save your equipment, but in the same frame, you don't know if that caution will come. That next caution's going to come, right? And I mean, before you know it, you blink, this race will be over with. So I think that's why we're seeing a guy like Carpenter. He is pushing pretty hard, trying to get up there and contend with Zimmy, and it's really hampering Zimmy. Zimmy's not able to save. As we look back in the field here a little bit, Mark Stewart, Jason Day, Kyle O'Dane, that's 7th, 8th, and 9th opposite here. I don't believe they're saving at all either, so green flag pit stops may be a necessity out here tonight. Could very well come to fruition here tonight. Because everybody looks to be racing with respect right now, but it is early, 30 laps into a 125 lap event. Like, oh, we say that, and then you see a big puff of smoke, either the 8 or the 52 machine there. As we give a update to our points leader, Larry Bell. He was the one and only caution thus far. Got loose, went around, and brought out the only caution of the night so far. So he's lost 12 spots. He's currently sitting P19. And like I said, coming to tonight as the points leader is, we have an incident on the front stretch involving Derek Stanley here. Let's see what happened to Stanley. Ooh, I can see right now that's not good. He was like trying to make a pass over Adam Thompson to the high side here. Oh, that's going to be Vermillion gets a piece of it too. That's going to be significant contact, I'm afraid, with that right front. So they just battling right here. A little bit of contact. Shoots that car straight up to the outside wall. And then Vermillion, nothing but a innocent bystander right here either. Tough break for both those drivers. And look at pit road. Pit road very busy. Brian Zimmerman elects to take it down pit road. And you see a tire call already from Brian Zimmerman. So he's making a call here. He don't plan to come back down pit road. That's just going to be his one and done only stop tonight. But P8 on forward, they did not pit. Brad Carpenter didn't pit. Zach Murphy stayed out. Daniel Sweat, O'Danick, Stephen Rogers, Scott Bryant, Lloyd Moore, and Jason Bauer all elected to not pit. Scotty Stevens jumped a lot of spots on pit road because where he took fuel earlier, did not have to add that much fuel right there. And looks like he did not take tires either. We got to go back here. I want to go back to when they're on pit road, folks. If we have the time, I want to see, did Minnie take tires? Jason Day didn't. Metler does. Mitchell Muma does. So some do, some don't. Very, very, very interesting strategy call there. I like it. I say it every week when I'm racing on Monday nights. When I pit to top off, once I can make it for fuel, just go ahead and give me my tires. I don't want to come back down pit road. And that's exactly the strategy that Zimmy's pulling now, and a few other guys. Brandon Metler. They lose some track position early, but that's it really. As Brad Carpenter, man front and center out front. Got Zach Murphy to the outside there, but look at Daniel Sweat, a man possessed on that inside lane. Is he going to be able to make the move stick? He is not. Zach Murphy gets clear to the high side now. O'Danick to the outside of the 07 Evil Knievel machine. And now Sweat, he's always been bad fast in these tour mods. And I promise you, he's going to be bad fast again tonight. Looks like the 07 may be holding her back just a little bit. But now we got to watch these fresh tires of Brian Zimmerman, see if he can slice and dice his way through the field. And don't know, instant happening right in front of him. They're stacking a big middle portion of the field. Jason Day goes around. That all started right in front of Brian Zimmerman with Bauer. I believe it was Bauer and maybe the 10. So we'll make sure right here. Riding on board with Jason Bauer. Or riding right behind Jason Bauer, I'll say. Oh, he clips the 10 of Lloyd Moore. And Lloyd just instantly loses the handling of that car. Just shifts all the weight. And then the rest of it just happening. People checking up, not checking up, etc. for a wreck here. Right on board with Jason Day, see what he saw. Ooh, though, excuse me, they were wrecking regardless. They were going to wreck regardless. They had contact before. They had contact up there. Ooh, a lot going on down the backstretch there at Myrtle Beach. Top 6, they stay out again. Daniel Sweat takes her down pit road. Mitchell Muma, Larry Bell, Jason Day, they was all involved in the wreck. But Mitchell Muma's taking left side tires there, I believe. Yes, sir. So more strategy calls being played here. Make sure those guys trying to scurry off and hurry up and get off pit road. Don't go a lap down. But so what you saw right there is the scariest thing to be in racing when you're somebody like Brian Zimmerman. You see Lloyd did not get out in time. Going to lose the lead lap. But Zimmerman, he led the first 30-something laps of the race. He pit. So naturally that put him back in traffic a little bit, right? And you saw what happened, right? They wrecked right in front of him. That's the chance you take when you go to pit. So now these top 6, they're trying to implore the Brian Zimmerman usual strategy by not pitting. I think they're going to try to make it on fuel, but that long green flag run early kind of scares me on whether or not they're able to do that or not. But right now, they're side by side going to go back green this time by, taking lap number 44 of the night. As Brad Carpenter fires them off, Zach Murphy does not have to contend with anybody yet. O'Danick going to allow teammate Murphy to come down. So you got teammates currently occupying rows first, second, and third right now. As we got some stacking up happening right here. Jason Bauer trying to give way, let these guys go that want to go. Remember, now there's fresh rubber and old rubber mixed in together right here. So the pace is going to be drastically different from car to car here. And that's tough as a driver. It's tough to know who took tires, who didn't take tires. So you naturally got to be defensive with your offensive move here with tires. It looks like everybody's kind of starting to sort it out except for Bauer and Stevens and Mark Stewart and Brandon Mettler here. Trying to get it sorted out, but I mean, you see it every week in and week out on these short tracks. You got to get everything you can on these restarts. You got to maximize restarts. If Bauer hard into the outside wall, they're going to slow down his momentum fierce. That's going to allow those Scotty and Mettler to get away there. As we head back up front, Mr. Brad Carpenter leading the train around and has a nice gap to teammate Zach Murphy. Tough break for Lloyd Moore. Had to come down and serve a penalty there. They're going to lose another lap. That's just, I mean, it goes from, oh, Brian Grable down pit road. Lloyd down pit road again. Cannot catch a break, but unscheduled pit stop for Grable in the 05 machine. Going it down pit road here, not sure why. As folks, we're going to throw it over to BAM Racing Videos. We'll be back momentarily.
With the whole shot. Burrows gets wadded up right there. We got a nasty one. 3 laps here. We're underway here at Horsepower Bar.
Alrighty, folks, we are back. Thank you to BAM Racing Videos, and we timed it perfect because caution's out on the speedway. Did O'Danick go or no? It's telling me Brian Zimmerman may have went around here. Let's see what happened, folks. As now the top 6 going down pit road. Did Zimmerman wreck here? No, yellow's out there. Ooh, Mark Stewart 8. We found him. See what happened. Oh, just got loose by himself, maybe? Did he clip the turtles down there? Oh, you saw it, folks. Just climb the turtles. And that's all she wrote for the 8 machine. So now, Brian Zimmerman, he inherits the lead, but with that strategy call he took earlier, now he does not have the freshest tires. But now we didn't see him or anybody on fresh tires really come up through the field really fast either, so our tires going to make that big of a difference. It's hard to tell. I mean, it's hard to tell with Brian Zimmerman being out front here now. He's going to be a tough one to pass, fresh tires or not, old tires or not. As the ones that just pitted, Kyle O'Danick actually came out ahead of Brad Carpenter there. And it looks like they both went with a 2-tire call. It looked like Zach Murphy went with a 4-tire call. So very uncharacteristic of the 29 to take 4 tires there. Maybe he thinks tires are going to really mean something at a track like Myrtle Beach. This is a very abrasive surface. It's been known to chew up tires. So it might be a heads up call by Mr. Zach Murphy. Whoa, I just threw y'all for a loop there, huh? My mouse was stuck. That was weird. I apologize for that. As we're going to do something we don't do often, and this is mainly because I have to, not because of my voice. We're going to throw it to a crank it up short track style when they go back green flag racing here. So headset users, please beware. It's going to get loud in here. That is for certain. We will let them get sorted out off the restart, of course, though. It's been a great night of racing thus far. Brian Zimmerman makes them wait a long time to fire them off there. Gonna see if Daniel Sweat can get to the inside and stay to the inside of Caleb B. Thompson. He looks like he can. But Caleb, though, got a hell of a run on the outside lane once again. Gonna do it again once more. As Jason Day is currently in a battle with Mitchell Muma. He's to the outside of the 98 machine. We've saw runs happen with that outside lane. And it looks like it's going to happen again. There's another yellow now out on the speedway. As I don't think it was Mark Stewart again. I think like Mark Stewart's trying to serve a penalty or something there. As yeah, no, I don't see a car front anywhere there. That one was a weird one. Alrighty, folks. Well, since we're under yellow again, we got to pay some bills. We're going to throw it over to Savage Edge. We'll be back momentarily.
Shut up and sit down.
Thank you to SavageEdge.com. They can put your name on anything. Well, thank you for being a sponsor. As we got them back, double file here. As now, coming to lap number 70, it is most definitely go time now. So look for these drivers to really start pushing the machine, pushing to the edge. So wheel cautions, breed cautions. There's still a lot of drivers still left out here. Still a lot of cars in the field. Field's in the hands of Brian Zimmerman. He waited a long time to fire him off last time. We'll see what he elects to do here as he goes a little bit earlier. Keeps Caleb on his toes to his outside in 04, but the 04 got a better launch that time, I see. And as you see them going down the backstretch, still side by side, battling it out for everything they can get out there. As top three get single file here, Daniel Sweat and Jason Day going door to door. Jason Day looked like he was going to pull the crossover move over on Daniel Sweat. Ultimately was not able to have the momentum to get there. And mama, here comes Kyle O'Danick with those fresh tires. Now remember, he has a little bit fresher tires than the guys up in the top 5. Jason Day, he's the gatekeeper right now in regards to the drivers that pitted on lap 33 for rubber. Whereas Kyle O'Danick, he pitted on lap 58, so you're looking at 25 lap different tires. As these boys looks to have it a little bit calm, cool, and collected here. Let's see if we can throw it to a TSP, crank it up of the night. Headset users, please beware. Alrighty, folks, we are back. Very, very, very unfortunate circumstance right there. Jason Day gets into the back bumper, back left rear of Kyle O'Danick, sending them both to the back. Looks like Day's going to lose a lap in the process. Chris Sauter down pit road, Carpenter down pit road, O'Danick, Scotty Stevens. A lot of drivers electing to hit pit road for service. Brian Zimmerman stayed out on track. Now Scotty Stevens going to try to get past the pace car here. Looks like he should be all right there. So not going to lose the lead lap. A tough break right there for Jason Day. Just got into the back bumper of Kyle O'Danick. O'Danick looked like he checked up a little bit there too. So a little bit of maybe miscommunication between the drivers. Day thought he was going to get off the corner a little bit better through the center and got into the back, and just ultimately at the end of the day, I mean, it's just hard racing by both guys. As I believe Jason Day has went ahead and parked the car at the hauler. Maybe they had too much damage to continue. We're going to see if we can dial up our race leader, Mr. Brian Zimmerman. Have a quick word with him. Mr. Brian Zimmerman, you live in the booth. Got a copy?
I got you, bud.
So, Brian, looked like you employed a little bit different strategy than the typical Zimmy strategy of stretching the fuel out, right? You went in on lap 33, you got your tires, and it looked like you just decided you wasn't pitting no more, and ultimately it's put you out front. How you like the strategy so far?
We'll see how it plays out. I'm mixing it up a little bit tonight. Can't do the same thing every night, so try different strategies, see how they work. I like where we're sitting right now. I do think there's about 4 or 5 guys behind me with some better tires. It's going to be hard to hold them off, but we can get some good restarts and cycle these tires about 3 or 4 more times, it should equal it out.
Right on, brother. Looks like lights are off on the pace car, so give them hell. Maybe we'll be talking at the end of this thing.
Sounds good. Hopefully we'll be talking to you in a few minutes.
All right, buddy. All righty. That's our race leader, Brian Zimmerman. Using a little bit different strategy, keeping everybody on their toes here, and myself included. as field's in his hands. As he waits once again to fire him off, going to see if Mettler can fill the shoes of P2. Can he stay to the inside of Caleb? Caleb not giving a whole lot of room. Oh, they make contact. Mettler gets into the rear clip of Caleb. What a save by Caleb B. Thompson there. Now let's allow Mettler to take P2, but now is Caleb going to be mad about that? The way I saw that, was not a lot of room right there given. I mean, you just play a dangerous game. Almost contact between 04 and 07. Right there was contact. So it's definitely heating up right here with Zach Murphy, 29. Cannot get no good luck. Unscheduled pit stop as well. Points leader Larry Bell. So points implications. Your top two as they come into tonight. Both of them unscheduled down pit road. As Mettler, he is right there on the back bumper of our race leader. Now, Mettler took 4 tires. Brian Zimmerman only took 2, so you're seeing the pace difference here. I think Mettler is quicker than the 28 machine. Can he hold him off for 40 laps? That's going to be a tall task. Mettler's hungry, wants that race win. See if I can find his last race win here in Crooked Line. I know it ain't been too long ago. While we look that up, let's see. Brandon's last race win came last season in the Tour Mods at Milwaukee on June 6th. So Brandon itching to pick up what would be his 5th race win of his Crooked Line Racing career, we'll call it. Right there on the back bumper. Oh, gets into the turtles a little bit. The speed bumps down at the bottom, we'll call them. So gotta be careful with that. Let's see if we can jump on board with Mettler. Is he getting the car a little loose there? But will 2 tires, are they going to be able to hold up over the course of a 30-40 lap run if it happens? You see Mettler's already fishing back in Brian Zimmerman. Made that one slight mistake, got into the turtles, but already reeling the 28 car back in. Almost did get the turtles then, actually. Said almost, but I think he actually did get the turtles. It's all right. We're going to see if these boys can play nice this time. Let's throw it on in to crank it up. Headset users, please beware. We'll be back momentarily. Alrighty, folks, we are back from the Crank It Up. Had to give the voice a little bit of a break. As checking out the chat, Keith Mack asked, when did Mettler pit? He pit on the same lap as our race leader, and that was lap number 33. You're seeing 4 tires versus 2 tires. Mettler is on 4 tires, whereas Zimmy is on 2 tires, but just like Zimmy is able to rotate the corners and get off the corner a little bit better. But now's about the time where we would start seeing Mettler's tire advantage start to come to fruition. Zimmy's went through some heat cycles on his tires. And remember, his left side tires for the number 28 machine, they've been on the same ones all race. As Mettler is able to turn off the corner a little bit better. So now Mettler goes high. Going to try to get the momentum needed here. As I look for the intensity to ratchet up a little bit, the 15 car is basically snow plowing the 28 car around Myrtle Beach. So Mettler, he is pacing our race leader, Brian Zimmerman. But I still, even with the eye test, we see Mettler might be a little bit quicker. I don't know if he has enough to get around that 28 machine. The 28 machine, you know, I mean, piloted by Brian Zimmerman. He's a veteran. He's not known to make very many mistakes. There's only 11 cars currently scored on the lead lap, with Larry Bell being the first car a lap down, but he's also in the clinches of the race leader. So lap traffic starting to show up out the front windshield. It's Scotty Stevens, Chris Sawyer taking it down pit road. But lap traffic coming into the equation here. Larry Bell out the front windshield of Mettler, and Mettler's searching right now, folks. He's trying every little bit he can to get any type of advantage over our race leader. But right now, race leader has the ultimate advantage. Still has relatively clean air on the front of that nose, and he's getting to dictate the line he's running, whereas Mettler is forced basically just ride behind him, and you saw a mistake out of Mettler then. He slid into the corner right there. Got real loose on corner entry. There's only 13 laps to go, and they cross the stripe this next time by. As Keith Mack don't think 2 or 4 tires does not matter, but I mean, we're seeing a pace difference, just not able to be significant enough to be able to make a pass. As now though, I mean, that lap traffic really hurt Mettler. He caught Brian Zimmerman in a bad spot. Or he caught Larry Bell, in a bad spot. As now, got a good battle heating up for P4 here. O'Danick and Caleb going door to door. And this is not a track you want to be side by side at very long. You see O'Danick making quick work over Caleb in the 04. Caleb to the outside wall. As what in the world? We've seen that 04 car have 2 hellacious saves. As that one right there made top the getting sideways part a while ago, because he was riding on 2 wheels. They were saying Luke Ma no hands, it was Luke Ma no wheels, because he was completely airborne there for a second in 04. As I believe it's Zimmy's race now. 8 laps to go. Just has to look in front of him now. I do not think lap traffic out ahead will be a factor at all in this race. I'm pretty sure Zimmy won't even get to that lap traffic. He might over the course of the next 7 laps. But now Zimmy, he just has to be smooth. He knows Mettler's charging behind him. But he also sees Mettler searching. And Mettler's pretty smart. Mettler wants a good points tonight, I believe. And somebody like Mettler, he'll settle for a second place versus a 21st with a wrecked race car, right? So Mettler might be content to run P2 here. Already 6 laps to go. This race just went by pretty quick. My voice does not think so, but in regards to time, it's definitely went by fairly quick. Now, a lot of cautions, been a good race tonight. Started 22 cars here around the half-mile Myrtle Beach. As Adam Thompson coming into the clinches of Brian Zimmerman. He might actually catch Adam. As you can see, the line difference between a 28 and a 15. 15's really cutting the track off. He's cutting it in really shallow compared to the 28 of Brian Zimmerman, who's using more of a high arcing entry into the corner. And that's allowing Zimmerman to have more of a late apex, and it's allowing Zimmerman to drive off the corner a lot more straight. As 3 laps go, going to be popsicle sticks in the air this next time by. As Keith Mack also, he caught wind that the line Zimmerman is running. He's just taking a much more high arcing line into the corner. Might be using less tires, is what Keith Mack said, as white flag in the air for the South Carolina 125 here at Myrtle Beach. Brian Zimmerman, he qualified on the pole. Only time he looked back is when he went against strategy, his normal strategy. Quick tires and fuel early, and has not looked back ever since. Rounding out turn 3 and 4 down Broadway for the final time. It's going to be the 28 of Mr. Brian Zimmerman, with Brandon Mettler finishing P2. And it looks like Daniel Sweat's going to bring the Evil Knievel machine home in P3, round out the podium. A hell of a night for the 28 car. Put it on pole and never look back. He's going to see if he's going to elect to do a donut, or if he's going to just park it right there on Victory Lane. So he's going to kiss Mettler. That's cute. They're going to kiss each other. Knowing Mettler, he's probably slipping a little tongue in right there too. You got to watch that guy. But folks, hell of a night. Hell of a night. Brian Zimmerman, Brandon Mettler, Daniel Sweat. 1, 2, and 3. So you know they're all going to be happy, but I promise you, Brian Zimmerman's going to be the happiest of the bunch. Let's see if we can find Daniel Sweat, though, and have a word with our third place finisher. We're going a little quicker tonight. Voice is completely expired, folks, so we're going to burn through these as quick as we can. Mr. Daniel Sweat, you're live in the booth. Got a copy?
Hey, man, how are you?
I'm doing good, man. Every time I think I get to feeling better, I got to do a broadcast, and I realize I'm not doing better at all. So, but we're here. We're persevering. Brother, P3, you qualified for. Talk me to your night.
It was hard fought, man. I had a loose race car there for a little bit, and I think I upset Caleb, so I'm gonna go look at the replay and make sure I didn't do something dumb. But if I did, I would like to apologize to him because he's pretty upset. But yeah, it was hard fought. It's Myrtle Beach.
You know, they say Rubbin's racing and Myrtle Beach. It's a tough one, man. Myrtle Beach is really tough to ever try to make a pass on somebody. I don't even remember what happened, if I'm being honest. I know he got into the outside wall, but I didn't think it was your fault, but I didn't see it really. So, but overall, impressive night. It's going to be bumps and bruises along the way. Daniel, who we got to thank for the podium finisher tonight, brother?
Bad Company Racing, man. All the guys that we got going over there. We got a good little group. Treeson Productions, you and Sam, y'all kill it all the time with the broadcast, and Crooked Line Racing as well.
Right on, brother. Well, thank you for that. We appreciate it, and we'll let you get back down and celebrate with your race team, buddy. Congratulations.
Thanks, man.
Absolutely, boss. Alrighty, folks. Let's see if we can dial up our P2 finisher. He's been my sick brother all week. Brandon Mettler, I told Daniel Sweat, I'll tell you, I thought I was feeling better, brother, until I got on here and had to talk for an hour and realized I wasn't. So how are you feeling, though, after the P2 finish?
Well, health-wise, and still have some work to do, but on the track P2, I'll take it. I think we had a really good race all night, and we were talking, this is by far the weirdest tire cycle race we've ever had, I think, at this track. So just the way the tires came and went throughout the race, and keeping the right rear on it was ironically the key to it, even though it's usually the right front in these cars. And as much as they were pushing, as much as the right rear wore out, it's kind of weird. So just learning to manage that and get some streaks going and build some good laps together back to back was kind of the key. And he did that a little bit better than I did last couple of laps, and he came away with a good win.
It's still a hell of a night for the 15 car. I think you qualified 10th, I believe, and you right on P2, so that's never anything to scoff at. Who we got to thank for the number 15 car here tonight, putting you in the middle portion of the Oreo on podium.
Well, the cream is a favorite part of the Oreo, so I'll take that any day. But I've got to thank BAM Racing Videos, YouTube and Facebook for the real life racing videos and pictures and content on there. I got to thank EPI, The Buck Kicker, Truson Productions, Savage Edge Apparel, USAFirearms.com, obviously 5 Kings Motorsports and all of the teammates that run with us, and for you for heading that up and the hard work you do with that. And obviously Cricket Light Racing, all the admins that we work with to get this league going. Also got to give an apology to Caleb Thompson. I just watched the replay on that last restart. I kind of got up to him a little bit in that restart when we were racing side by side, so I apologize to him. But yeah, all in all, great night. Grateful for the people that work with us every week, and it's really fun to be able to do this.
I want to let you know the joke wrote itself right there. You said the cream's the best part, and when you and Zenny went nose to nose, I said y'all were kissing, but I said you gotta watch you. You might slip some tongue in there, and then you said cream's your favorite part. So that joke wrote itself there. Wow. Congratulations, brother, on the P2, and glad to hear you're on the road to getting better, and on the road to finish the P2 tonight. So congratulations, brother.
Yep. Hope to see you next week.
Yes, sir, bub. Alrighty, folks. And then there was one. I feel like I talked to this man almost every single week on broadcast, and hey, I mean, it just seems to run true. Mr. Brian Zimmerman, you're back up here with me once again. Big time race winner here at Myrtle Beach. You got a copy?
I got you, bud.
So, I mean, we touched on it in the race. You employed a little bit different strategy than your normal. You kept them on their toes. You kept me on your toes. Talk me through your night, brother.
Yeah, ran something a little different tonight. You know, we tried to mix it up a little bit, try some different things. It worked out tonight. Track position was very important. It's very hard to make passes here. But that tire wear, you know, it really did play a part in how you get around somebody. So I wanted fresh tires, but I also wanted track position. And the multiple cautions at the end helped me out. It kind of evened everybody out. But the car was just erratic all night. Never felt consistent. You could run 4 or 5 laps, the same line, and it'd feel same for about 3 laps, and then just go in the corner and it just 4-wheel slide on you. So just kind of an odd feeling night for I guess it was the tire compound we was running, but it just didn't feel consistent. But you know, we did enough to pull off the win. Everybody ran me really clean tonight. I was around, so I appreciate that. Shout out to everybody there. Brandon Mettler, he was faster than me for a few laps there, and then his car started feeling a little odd, and I'd pull away from him, and then my car would start feeling odd, and he'd come back to me. So it was kind of track position played a big key there. If Brandon had been out in front of me, I don't think I'd ever got around him because he had good speed. Caleb had good speed early. Daniel had good speed. There's a lot of guys out here that's fast tonight. I think it was just track positions what played part in pulling this one off.
Well, Jimmy, I wasn't going to tell you because you are closing in on 30 race wins here in Cricket Line. I was going to surprise you whenever you hit 30, but tonight was your 28th victory, brother. So you got you got 2 more victories coming. You hit that big 30. These leagues are tough to win in, right? So I mean,
oh yeah, getting harder too, harder and harder. There's so many good drivers in here, and you know, it's getting harder every week. Definitely don't take it for granted because you look down that list of drivers: Mettler, Sweat, O'Danick, Carpenter, Rogers, Thompson. Jay had some bad luck earlier, but just so many people in here. Adam Thompson, just go down the list. Larry Bell, the points leader, coming into the night. You know, he's led the first 4 weeks. He's coming on, and man, he is becoming one of the fastest guys in here. So many fast drivers. So you know, it's tough to win in here. So definitely don't take it for granted, and definitely appreciate when we pull one off.
Right on, brother. Well, who we got to thank for the 28 machine for bringing it home here at Myrtle Beach?
Well, definitely thank you, bud, for always doing all you do for the league and throwing up these broadcasts for us and doing all that, taking away your seat time to do a broadcast. All us drivers, we definitely appreciate all you do to put in for Crooked Line, and now Front Row coming on with us, and having those guys come over. A good bit of those guys were in a race with us tonight, so we welcome them in. And we're having some really good car counts. And I think that the league's really blowing up right now. So happy to be a part of that. But yeah, just thank for all you do. Thank for Crooked Line and all the sponsors we've got out there that helps us go on Baum Racing videos. And I'm drawing a blank. Who we got sponsoring our Pro Tour mods tonight? Who's our sponsor tonight?
That is Tripods in the Wild sponsoring.
Yeah. Or like Larry called it, Tripods in the Wind.
Yep.
I think's what Larry called them. But yeah, Tripods in the Wind. Y'all check that out. Kyle Wellman, he's got that. He's got some awesome content. So definitely check him out. We appreciate him helping out with the league, doing broadcasts and sponsoring leagues, so league races. So we sure do appreciate him doing that.
Right on. And shout out USAFirearms.com, of course, as always, as well. Sponsors Monday nights and sponsors the series. You know, you gotta give your own little shout out, right? But Zimmy, shout you out in general for helping out with the league as much as you do, and also got you a race win tonight, brother. Congratulations. Sounds
good. Oh, shout out to my brother-in-law Andrew. He's always out there listening. He's already texted me, so shout out to him. Worked on him yesterday, trying to get him to get in racing here with us. We've been talking to him, so we're going to have to get you on him too, Tanner. We got to get him out here and let him run some laps with us.
Yeah, absolutely, Andrew. I'm hoping you're not a viewer anymore next week. We got to get the ball rolling quick.
It'll be a couple of months away if he does it, but we're trying to get on him, get him. He's pretty busy with work and with Brody and with the family, but we could get him on here get him to run one league night with us a week. That'd be a lot of fun.
That would be awesome, Zimmy. That would be awesome. Well, congratulations, brother, and Andrew. Hope to have you soon, brother.
Have a good one, bud. We'll catch you later in the week.
Later, buddy. All righty, folks. That is going to do it for tonight. We'll go through our top 10 really quick, and then we're going to get on out of here and probably call it an early night. Go to bed early tonight. Brian Zimmerman, Brandon Mettler, Daniel Sweat. That's 1, 2, and 3. O'Danick. Another strong night for the 21. Right home P4. Riley Carpenter led some laps, got some bonus points. Brought home P5. Steven Rogers, very quiet night. Didn't have to mention the 22. Overall, it's a great night. Ended up finishing 6th. Caleb Thompson had a few bumps and bruises along the way, especially there late. Still rallied back for a P7. Scott Bryant 8th, Adam Thompson 9th, and Mark Stewart brought it home P10. And I see Larry Bell, who came into tonight as a points leader, finished P11. So might not be the points leader after this week. So we'll find out next week live on True Sim Productions, folks. I want to thank y'all for tuning in as always. And until next time, we'll see ya. And also, I forgot, I need to mention this. Race Chatter comes at you this Saturday night live. Podcast, video cast style. Gonna be myself, Corey Sean and Mark Arthur, and special guest Dalton Killero coming on the debut episode. Gonna be live every Saturday night. Tagline's been unleashed, unsanctioned, uncensored, and unleashed. But I said it backwards, so go figure. But tune in for that as always. I don't feel good. I'm out. Gonna close up shop. Thank y'all as always for tuning in. Until next time, we'll see ya.